Yeah, what's good, cryptocurrency fans out there? Welcome back to the Everything Altcoin channel. Today, we're going to be talking about what Base just announced recently and how it can possibly affect the whole Base ecosystem, seeing that a few altcoins in that ecosystem have been doing the same thing. So before we get into talking about all of that, I would like to ask you guys to subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. We're on the road to 30k subscribers. If you guys would like to help out with that, hit that red subscribe button. Don't forget to like the video, comment what you guys think down below, and while you guys are down here, you guys can hit that Discord link to join the Discord to continue the crypto conversation we're having daily. And of course, you guys already know, you guys can ask how does that Patreon group works. You guys can go on to Patreon, pick up the Essentials to Mastering Tokenomics ebook, but you will also see we have the new terminal here, the new utility to the Patreon side of things. This is helping us out with a lot of research here, and it will help you guys out as well. You guys can go ahead and click onto that post here and figure out everything that the new HQ brings you and how it can help you maneuver this market here. And then you'll see the video here that you can go ahead and check out. And lastly, you'll get the Aside 2026 discount code for 40% off your first month to test out the group. And then after you guys do your DD, you guys can go ahead and use that code here and sign up. And let's get right into the video, guys. So recently, Coinbase announced they are launching their Agentic market, right? So Coinbase launches Agentic market as discovery layer for X402 agent economy. What does that pretty much do now? It combines an X402 and an ERC 8004. 8004 is pretty much where you guys get to discover other agents that are, that can provide you services that you want to use. And X402 allows you to give you that payment layer. So what they're doing with that Agentic market is basically combining the two, right? Coinbase has launched the Agentic market, a storefront and discovery layer for services built on X402 payment protocol. CEO Brian Armstrong publicly backed the launch, calling it the discovery layer needed for the agentic economy to overtake the human economy. The X402 ecosystem has now processed over 165 million transactions across roughly 50 million in volume, with about 100,000 services selling to 480,000 agents. Agentic markets turn that into searchable marketplace with live performance metrics, detailed service cards, and automatic indexing, right? Agents access it programmatically through MCP with no API keys. That is the key part right there, right? API keys account or logins. Humans get filtered web UI covering inference, data, media, search, social infrastructure, and trading category. Now, the important thing to this is no API keys. As you guys already know, when we talked about MPP, machine payment protocol, they were doing something where agents do not need API keys to access services. So now X402 is pretty much doing that as well. So you can see the actual tweet here from Brian Armstrong. We will talk about this in the live stream here, but this is introducing the Agentic market here. This is from Nick.base here. Milk Road also breaks this down a little bit more. Coinbase just dropped a new agent-to-agent marketplace that will help accelerate agentic commerce on chain, right? Save this and come back to it. Think of it as an app store, but for robots. Step one, your AI agents need the capability it doesn't have. Maybe it needs real-time data, image generation, or trade execution. I love how they try to make this seem all new and things like that when we've been talking about this. This is all happening with ERC 8004. It feels like sometimes when something new happens or a big company does something that's already been done, they make it seem like it's newer. But step two, instead of you hunting down API keys, managing keys, your agent discovers the services it needs from the Agentic market. That's basically what ERC 8004 was supposed to do, right? So they're combining all of that and they're making it pretty easy for the base side. The agent pays for and uses the service autonomously. Transaction complete, no human approval needed. The broader idea being agents won't use the same tools as humans. They'll need their own discovery layer built specifically for how they operate. Agent.market wants to be that layer where agents can find, evaluate, and instantly connect to thousands of services using X402 protocol, which already is doing numbers. We already talked about all the numbers it's doing. So you guys get the gist of this new marketplace here, right? And this was like the official post for it here, right? From Nick.eth here. Of course, you guys can go ahead and read into all of this and see how it plays out for them. But remember we talked about this. Essentially, this is pretty much what Base has to do. If Base wants to lean into it becoming that agentic chain, because that is pretty much how it's going to win. That is how Base is going to win. They have no token right now, but if they drop the token at the right time, that token will be associated with AI. That's how I'm looking at it, right? Because it's pretty much the agentic chain as of right now, and they're going full force into this. As you guys can see, their whole website has changed pretty much to financial infrastructure for agents. You got bank here, you got virtuals, which is interesting that they actually highlight all of these here. But looking at the skills here, looking at the marketplace before we get into what virtuals and banker was doing, you guys can see here the amount of transactions. You guys can look into everything that's going on here on those website here. So this is pretty good. I like this. I pretty much do like this as an overall marketplace for everything in Base. Everyone that is building an AI or AI agents can actually utilize this marketplace here, right? So looking at what Asai has to say about this, pretty much I'll leave this here in the description down below for you guys to go read it. This is the shareable link that you guys can all get access to, and you'll pretty much get to read what Asai has to say. And if you guys want to reply to it and ask Asai more questions, you guys already know you're going to have to sign up for the Patreon group and get access to the terminal. So I asked Asai, how is Base winning the agentic chain race here? Base is winning because it's simply the complete stack. That is how Base is going to be the agentic chain there. Why Base has the lead, Virtual Protocol is the anchor with 2,200 plus AI agents launched, 8 billion plus index value. 90% of Base daily active wallets are agent related. That's not a narrative, that's on-chain activity. When almost all the real usage on-chain is agents doing the agent things, you have product market fit for the agentic economy. Coinbase is the competitive moat there. No other chain has built the regulatory comfort, institutional infrastructure, and on-ramp sophistication that Base has by virtue of being built by Coinbase. This is why I've always been bullish on Base, guys, right? This is why. AI agents need banks, payment rails, and compliance pathway, right? Base comes with all three built in. X402 is the settlement layer. Base has the first mover advantage because of the integration with Coinbase's X402. You guys need to know all of this. The ecosystem flywheel is self-reinforcing. What's actually driving it, right? The agentic chain race isn't about TPS benchmarks anymore. It's more about who can build the complete stack and deployment, coordination, payment, settlement, and composability. Base has all four layers working together on the same chain with Coinbase backing it. No one else has that combination. So Base isn't winning on technology alone, it's winning on ecosystem coherence, right? The agents are there, the payment rails are there, and Coinbase infrastructure makes it obvious choice for any serious AI agent builder who needs institutional grade settlement here, right? If you're allocating to the agentic narrative, Base ecosystem tokens, virtuals, and bankers are the infrastructure play. You guys already know, we know those two. And you guys go look into X402 ecosystem. As of right now, it is about 7.4 billion in market cap here. We're liking what we're seeing here. There's a lot of different altcoins here, of course, and it's dominated by like the top 5 or so, top 10. Virtuals is not even up here just yet. I don't know why they don't have virtuals up here, which is concerning. They should have virtuals up here. They do got Chainlink up here. They do got Egan up here, but they don't have virtual. Now, speaking of virtuals, I do see something very interesting here, because virtuals actually pretty much is doing what Base wants to do with their agentic dot market, right? So for me, I'm trying to see what's the thing here, right? Are they trying to compete with virtuals in their AGDP, or is virtuals AGDP more a silo thing just for virtuals ecosystem? That's the question for me to like the broader AI based ecosystem, probably builders and things like that, because why wouldn't Base just kind of push virtuals in their AGDP a little further? That would help virtuals out a lot, and that will even still help Base pushing their agentic side of things. Instead of just creating a whole new marketplace, why not build on top of what virtuals is doing? I don't know. That's just a question there. Of course, they could do their own thing here. I'm not the one in these rooms making these decisions here, but virtuals do have their own marketplace where you get to actually see the exact thing that Coinbase is offering with their agentic dot marketplace here, with their own AGDP here, with their agents that's a part of their ecosystem that launched. So if anyone could answer that for me, that would be a good question right there, right? And actually the same kind of goes for Banker as well. Banker also has their own skills. They have their own agents here, as just like Virtuals is doing. They have their own agents here, but they also have their own banker skills. How does this all affect these two ecosystem that is building for their kind of marketplace, their skill marketplace and things like that? What happens now? That's just the question though. So that's, now that Coinbase is moving forward with their agentic vision, how does that affect the other agentic altcoins that we already had on this chain here? And they're already kind of pushing them forward. You can see on their website here, you know, discover the ecosystem. They highlight Banker here, they highlight Virtuals and the X402 ecosystem. So apparently maybe this would just be the broader overall thing for everyone else, or just access to things like Solana. People get access to this X402 skills agentic marketplace on Base here, while Virtuals have their thing and Banker have their thing. But you guys let me know how you guys feel about this. Let me know in the comment section down below, and if you guys haven't subscribed already yet, please do so. We're on that road to 30K subscribers, and I'll check you guys later. Peace, you too.